You need to start becoming selfless. If you don't start putting other people before you, if you don't start to sacrifice, how do you expect to accomplish anything? I mean, truly, aren't you sick of being selfish? Aren't you sick of putting your desires and your fruitless sins above your goals, above your happiness, above the things that you are trying to achieve, right? Escaping your depression, getting out of your abyss, finding the right friend group, finding your girlfriend, your husband, your whatever it is, making that money, starting that business. If you're going to let your vices control you, if you're not going to be willing to sacrifice and put other people before yourself, how do you expect to find success? I mean, follow the way of Jesus. What did he do? Instead of using the power that he understood and had within him, instead of using it on himself for his own gain to get rich or what have you, what did he do? He healed others and tried to spread the word. That's what I like to think. I'm not claiming to be Jesus, no, absolutely not. But that's what I like to think that I'm doing with this channel, with this community, with these videos, is I'm giving you guys my insight from what I came from to where I'm going and what got me from that old place to now. Even if I'm flawed, Jesus wasn't perfect. Even if I'm flawed, I'm transparent about it and you can see where that is. But ultimately, instead of being selfish and hiding that information, hiding how I got out of my depression, hiding how I defeated most of my addictions, hiding all this stuff from you, just because it's egotistical of me. Instead, I've decided I want to share my story and help those of you who want help. I know a lot of you guys want help. I know that you want to escape that depression. Kill off your anxiety. I know that you want to make a change in the world. You want a greater purpose. You want to say to your kids and your grandkids, I actually made something with myself. I actually did something with my life. But it starts with putting other people before yourself. You see, other people are just the extension of the ultimate you. Are we not all conscious creators? Are we not all human beings with a consciousness, with a soul that share that part of us, that energy? Me and you, my brother, me and you, my sister, we are all the same. At our core and our soul, we are the same person. The only difference is the flesh and blood and the personality that comes along with the programming, which I have videos about that too. If you want to learn how to deprogram yourself, that's a huge part of it. I have videos on that. I have courses on that. I have more information than you can even fathom. You just got to go look. But again, this video is about being selfless, about killing off the selfish part of you, because every time that you indulge in that pornography, every time that you indulge in these selfless behaviors and spending money on yourself and buying designer when you didn't deserve it, refusing to be nice to others, refusing to compliment other people or lift other people up, refusing to share that information that helped you out in your life, that's all selfish. And the only thing that that's going to accomplish is a void. You're only feeding that void that you're in, don't you understand? Aren't you sick of the void? Aren't you sick of the darkness and the gravity that it holds over your life, over your psyche, over your mental and your spirit, and even your body? Don't you feel the drag of energy every day you wake up because you know that just could be another day filled with vices and negative things and things that aren't progressing you or aren't progressing others and ultimately the human race? We came here, we were born for one purpose. Two, but ultimately it's one, is to evolve and create. To continue the creation that God gave us the power to do. Whether you believe in God or not, you can see this evidently everywhere, right? Everything around me was what? Created. Every effect has a cause. Now, why are you just chasing the effects? Buy the Gucci, watch the porn, do the cocaine, smoke the weed, smoke the nicotine, play the video games, do nothing with my life, sit on the couch. You're just perpetually feeding into the effect, and you're not causing change. You're not causing something new to do give yourself a new effect. Don't you see? It's such a simple concept that I really want you guys to understand and really capitalize on. I'm just going to give you a second to let that sit in. I mean, truly. The camera quality is shit unless I'm facing right here, so you get a white background. It's time to serve other people. It's time to share it's time to create. That's the only reason we're here. Everything around me was created. This door was invented, created, and brought into reality. These lights. And all these things help us, right? What would life be without light bulbs? What would life be without being able to create clothes, you know? I mean, the shirt on your back was probably made originally by something like that. You know, what if you weren't able to store your food? What if you weren't able to watch TV? What if you weren't able to wear that jewelry that gives you so much confidence? What if you weren't able to get a haircut so you didn't look like a scrub, even though it's not the greatest haircut, but you know what I'm saying? What if you weren't able to have a roof over your head? These things all came by creating. So how selfish is it to know that everyone else, most other people that have created before you, have served humanity in some kind of way, whether small or big, but you're deciding to sit there and play with yourself and play video games and do nothing with your life and expect to get rich, expect to be happy? Are you serious? I mean, cause and effect, does it not make any common sense? Like, if you're not going to contribute to the world, you're not going to get contributing back to you. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to get the results you want. You're not going to be the person you want to be if you're not willing to give and sacrifice. Sacrificing is merely and purely just doing what you need to do to get that effect. If you need to call off some friends to get rich so that you can use that rich to donate to charity, if that's your goal, then cut off those friends. If you have to stop playing video games to get off the couch, to actually go to the gym and get that body you want, so that you can protect your family, so that you can feel better about yourself, because ultimately that is a purpose. While it's a little more selfish than others, it's still a purpose. It's less selfish than playing video games. Then get off the couch and do it. You need to start taking action. You need to start doing shit. Now, I even fall victim to this. The last 5 days, you haven't seen my face. You haven't seen me because I've been indulging again. I've been indulging in TikTok and doing nothing and being lazy just because I've made a little bit of success. But ultimately, right now, today, this morning, I realized, holy shit, maybe I should make a video about this because maybe other people are going through it. But ultimately, for me, just because I made a little bit of success doesn't mean stop and halt, because there goes all my progress. And I'm being selfish again. And I promised myself over a year ago now that I would never be selfish again, long term. I would no longer be a selfish person, rather. But instead, I'm going to be a person who serves the world, because the world has served me. God has served me. So why would I not serve God? So I've dedicated myself to it. I've dedicated myself to making videos for you guys very frequently, very, very frequently, more than most YouTubers. I've committed myself to my fitness journey. I've committed myself to my mental health journey a while ago. I've beat off my depression, beat off my cocaine addiction, beat off my weed addiction. I haven't touched nicotine in 5 months, and that was the craziest addiction I've ever had. And I'm not even going to get into everything that I've gone through. There's a lot. But I went from that place, and instead of being selfish anymore, I started to be selfless. And I got myself out of those places, and now I'm able to serve other people with the journey that it took, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's just a chain of effect of awesome. A chain of effect of awesome once you start putting other people before yourself. Even putting yourself before your vices. That's one step up. Putting yourself before the porn. Putting yourself before the video games. Before whatever your vice is, whatever your waste of time is. Put yourself first. Start to make the change. And start to live from an attitude of serving. Servitude. I fucking know the word. Serving people, right? And on that note, if you guys are interested in the courses that I discussed earlier, shameless plug, link in the description. It's our school community. I'm so proud of what I built with that, and I'm still waiting to get some people in. I got a few free members. While you had the chance, it was free, but the time's now up. It does cost per month. But go ahead and give that a check out. We do have merch on our website. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next video. VEXED family, keep spreading positivity and make that change that you've always wanted to make. You have the power to change the world, and I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.